Hiya. This is going to be a little bit out of, not out of sync, what's the word? Out of order with the rest of the videos. We've just got our internet connection, so I haven't uploaded any videos for over a week now, I think, something like that. I've got them there, I just haven't been able to put them up, and I'm going to be a bit busy as well, so I don't know when they'll go up properly. The reason I'm doing this one now is it's Mental Health Awareness Week, and I have got to say I have been too ashamed to say that I've struggled a bit more than I've let on. And I mean, you've seen that I have said I've struggled and I've been quite anxious, but then I've tried to be a bit more of where everything's okay and everything's going to be okay and everything's going to be fine, because I just don't want to feel like I'm moaning all the time. I just feel like it's a bit, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm sad, and I just feel that I'm giving off such a negative impression of what kind of person I am, because I feel I'm a friendly person, generally a happy person. In the past I've been picked on and laughed at because I was always quite happy. Doesn't say I haven't struggled, and it doesn't say that I wasn't struggling inside, but people don't really care, do they? They don't. Well, not everybody. The majority of people don't want to know. When they say hi, how are you? They don't actually really want to know how you are. So you just put a face on, don't you? Well, I have struggled that much the last couple of months since finding out the news of having to move, that you remember the panic attack I had? Well, that wasn't the only one, and I didn't want to keep saying, I didn't want to say, because it just made me feel weak, and I feel embarrassed, because why can't I cope? Other people can, and I'm not going to cry. I'm not. People cope, other people can cope. I can cope most of the time, but I think this was a bit just too much, and I just feel like I was trying to push down the feelings, the wave of being terrified and what's going to happen and what if this and what if that and what about Andrew, and just everything was going round and round, and I thought I was doing quite well, and then I just wasn't, and I just started getting more waves of feeling like I'm going to panic, that I'm going to go out of control, I won't be able to breathe. What's wrong with me? Why can't I do this? Why can't I just cope? Why am I worrying about it? Just all, and that voice in your head saying, how rubbish you are and you can't do anything and you're worthless, and that, and you overthink things, you're not thinking enough, just make a decision, no, not that decision. It just all became too much, and not sleeping as well, still not sleeping very well, and I ended up, I've had to be off work. I thought I'd get away with just the first week. I thought maybe if I just rest, maybe if I could just rest and breathe and just chill out, I know I'll be okay. The knotted feeling, the feeling that there's a fist, just in your chest, the feeling, that sick feeling, that, that prickly, hot, cold, panic feeling, like the pins and needles. I don't know if anybody else gets that, but I get that. I just thought maybe it would go away, so I was off work for a week. Then I had to phone in. I was ashamed to say, what was the matter. I think I've been off 2 weeks now. The worst thing is, the thing that made it even worse was, you know, obviously my boss and other people knew that we had to look for a house. I just felt like the Sunday night before I had to go into work, I just felt like I just couldn't breathe. I just felt like I couldn't cope. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't go into work while everything was going on. I just couldn't do it. And I don't even know why, because I have been doing it. So I phoned in and said I wasn't going to be in, and I just felt like such a letdown, letting everybody down, letting the kids down. You know, so that just added to the pressure and made me feel worse. But then I'm trying to still be jolly and still get on. And then we got this place. So then it felt like nobody's going to believe that I'm not well. Everybody's just going to think I've taken the week off to pack up and, you know, just have time off because I'm moving, because isn't it great and it's nice, and it wasn't. And do you know, like, I needed that time as well, because everything's taken so much longer. You know, there was a time when I could have done it in a flash, and it's just like taking so long to do it, just organise, and I find it hard to organise my brain, you know, what goes where, when, which is the best thing to do first, which thing should I do last. I still haven't phoned up anybody, oh no, sorry, apart from the phone company, to let them know that I'm moving or the right address. Why? It's just a phone call. But I just feel a bit like, oh my God, I'll do that later, I'll do that later. And that's just such a silly thing to be not able to do. Yeah, so I phoned the doctor, I made an appointment, and the doctor signed me off for another week, so that's 2 weeks. And I've got to go tomorrow again to talk about it. And she, you know, she's put down on the sick note, stress related. And I feel ashamed that now that's on the system, and I think, well, what if I go for another job in the future? They're going to see that, they'll think I can't cope, they won't want to hire me. That's the reason I haven't been to the doctors, to be honest with you, before then. You know, what's work going to think of me? I'm already ashamed and feel sick over going in next week, because I know everybody's going to be looking at me and judging me and thinking things, and, oh, you know, she's only just moved home, or she's just done that because she needed time to pack or move in. And it's not true. I mean, it's helped having the extra time, because I've been able to go at a slightly slower pace and it's not been too bad. But it's just not true. I just can't. I've been getting sick. My mind's just in a whirl. I feel dizzy. Just feel rubbish. Also as well, like I've had to take my wedding ring off. My hands are all swollen. My eyes feel puffy and a bit blurry, and I feel lightheaded. My arms from the elbows down are tingling and are swollen. They just feel sore and achy all the time. Oh, I just don't know. I just thought, you know, I'm can't hide a lot. You know that my emotions run pretty close to the surface, and you've seen when I've been down, and but I've tried to be upbeat, but you haven't seen all of it, you know. And you'll see in the videos that I'll put up, you'll see that I'm really happy, and for those moments I am happy, and then all of a sudden, for no reason, I can be really happy, and then I get a wave of, I can't breathe, for no real reason. No, I wasn't thinking anything bad, it just happened. So, you know, that's not great. You don't want that around the kids. I don't know what use I'd be in work. Oh, I just feel ashamed. I just wanted to say, you know, because it fits in with the fact that it's Mental Awareness Week, and really such a high percentage of people suffer with some form of mental health issue. So many children do nowadays. I mean, they might have done before and people weren't keeping a record, but it's actually really sad and quite high. So it's something like 2 or 3 children in a class of, I think it was like 30, which I know maybe to some people doesn't sound a lot, but I think that's 3 too many But you know, and these children are going to go on, a lot of them, to have mental health issues in their adolescence and then in their adulthood, and they need help now, and given tools to help them cope now that they can work on and really get skilled on using as they get older. Anyway, I just wanted to say, I know I shouldn't be ashamed because I'm not the only one, but it is really hard because you feel like the rest of the world's coping and you're not, and why are you so rubbish at doing it? But then you forget that, just like me, you know, putting a face on it, so with the other people maybe that you're looking at, thinking how together they are. And I think with hypothyroidism, you know, as we know, it kind of goes hand in hand with mental health issues, I think, although not to the point where the doctor is only seeing that and only wants to treat that, but because of the hypothyroidism, it, you know, it can give you depressive thoughts, it can give you palpitations, it can give you panic attacks. You know, there's like lists of things that it can affect. You know, you can feel down on yourself, you get sick and tired of feeling so rubbish. So yeah, I think also because you're not as able to deal with stress as much on the whole as you would be if you didn't have it. You know, that doesn't help really, does it? So anyway, I just, you know, just in case there's people out there feeling the same and just feeling like you're the only one that can't cope with life, you're not. There's me, but I don't think there's just us. I think there's more out there. And we can do it. It's not forever. It's just for this moment in time. And we'll fight it, we'll fight through, and we can do it, we can do it. It'll pass. This time will pass, and we'll be better. Okay, I just wanted to say that. And that the videos of the prior to the move and after moving in will go on at some point. Because I'm busy trying to make this house a home. Well, as much of a home as I can. Alright, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. If you've got things that you need to talk about, maybe, you know, make an appointment to see a medical professional. So it does help to talk. Was it the old advert, it's good to talk? I think it is good to talk. I think nowadays maybe people don't talk enough, like proper talking. I don't mean like superficial chat. Maybe people just don't talk as much as they used to talk. Like, people maybe are cut off. I haven't got, like I've said before, I've got a couple of friends who live miles away, but I haven't got a friend that lives here that I will sit and chat about life and things that are getting to me, and you know, things that are getting to them, and we can talk it through and, you know, kind of offload, and then it's out your head. You know, I haven't got that, well, apart from you guys I suppose, and this, I haven't got that release where I can just, you know, get rid of it through the day, or, you know, by talking to a friend. And I have a feeling that I'm not the only one nowadays in this modern world. But anyway, take care. I'm going to go, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.